fairly large condo situation here in the middle of this field. I remember actually when this was all field. That's pretty much how old I am. And now the starlings and the sparrows and all the birds that used to live here moving into the houses. They're moving into roofline connections. They're moving into the bathroom vents by pecking on them. I'm going to zoom in on something. Up here, right on this little ledge, is where some birds are sitting, and that's because if you look closer, you'll see droppings up there. My finger, I'm trying to blur it all out. Those white droppings up there, you can see the underside of that is cut short, so it's not touching the shingles, and what's happening is that creates an access point for those birds to get in. So now if you look at these buildings, you can see how many situations like those are in there. Make nests. The other thing that they'll do is they'll go in to the vents. Zoom in on this side, and you can see the vents. There's three. There's one down low, and then two up above that window. So typically they have a flapper on the inside, and when you run them, the pressure coming out pushes the flapper. The birds will peck on them until they jam them open or break them off. In the case of starlings, they're pretty aggressive. And they'll snap them off, and then they'll go in there and make nests. And it's a total mess. Not only is it messy, you've got all the debris from nesting in there, then you've got young birds that are chirping in your bathroom vent right over your bathroom ceiling. Sometimes they expire just from nature, and the smell is horrid. Birds carry a lot of bugs, bird mites and things like that, which are parasites that kind of lives off of the birds. And then when the birds leave, those parasites sometimes they migrate down into the houses, so you see all these little bugs in your house. Here's inside. You see one there, and we've got two more up above. Doesn't change how these bathrooms, but it prevents that from happening. So you want to look at your house, you want to walk around the outside sometime, look at your vents, your bathroom vents especially. Dryer vents usually sit closer to the ground, so it's typically a non-issue. But if they're really close to the ground, like yesterday, we had a chipmunk that got down inside one, and it went directly into the dryer, and I had to physically take the dryer apart because the got in the dryer. That's a lovely smell. So here's a good one to get ready to do. This bird vent up there, it broke the round cover off into there, but look at the siding. Look at all the droppings from the birds going in and out, all the way down the side of this building. It just gets everywhere. It gets really messy. It's not good for the birds. So, unless you like 32 and 40-foot ladders and birds flying out at your head when you're working, you probably should give us a buzz. Check your vents, and if you see some droppings on the side, if you see the flappers damaged, or you just want to prevent this from ever happening, let us know. We'll get it fixed. Thanks.